in this girls middle school or boys middle school 1600.
Meet record Cody Lamb from Maple Street Magnet, 4:38:33 set last year. And clothing knee-shirt Cohen Lorenzen, Kyle Whiteacre, your top three through 200 meters. A hot day has turned into a nice night to run distance, about 71 degrees as we get underway.
Best time in the field.
Josh Lynn has moved his way
4:37 from Logan Mearshart.
4:37:23 his all-time personal best, and he's out very quickly here at 400, a 1:05 at the 400-meter mark.
Going through 400 meters, around 65 seconds. 4:20 pace for the mile. For the 1600, I should say.
1:05:64 officially for Meashirt's first 400. Ducey camera set up on the back straightaway. That's in place for the high school races. The time of 3,000-meter official time at that point in the 3,200. Middle school girls, if you've not checked in yet, please do so immediately. I'd like to have the freshman boys and freshman girls, 1,600 runners, check in.
Two laps in. I believe that's Mearshart in front. 2:15 at the 2-lap marks, well under PR pace.
We are well on record pace here, halfway through the middle school boys 1,600.
Mearshart in front. Lorenzen about 5 meters, 10 meters back as they go through 1,000 meters. Mearshart opening up the stride, hoping to get well under his personal best of 4:37.
Like to have all freshmen 1,600 runners check in. Boys and girls 1,600. Please check in at this time.
Nearing
From Walden Middle School still rolling along up front.
nearing 3 laps in.
Meashart is led from the start.
Mearshart hits the bell at 3:26, still under PR pace. Looking to run under 4:37. He's around 4:35 pace at the current moment. He's opened up the stride, opened up a gap a little bit as well. Lorenzen still in second. And a good chunk of the field going to be well under 5 minutes.
In fifth. The top three will medal, so a great race there for that second medal. That third medal, the final medal. Logan Meashart now with 200 to go, about 4:02 on the clock.
Battling it out there in third place is Josh Lane, who went through 1,200 at 3:35, and Henry Stravler was at 3:37. Stravler looked like he was moving up, but I believe Lane is holding him off. Mearshart is coming down the home stretch. 60 meters to go. Powering through, that stride extending. He's going to hit well under his PR runs of 4:33. Cohen Lorenzen, brother of Noel Lorenzen, Rochester Hills Lutheran Northwest. Josh Len, Henry Stravler.
Josh Len 4:46.19, Kyle Whiteacre 4:46.77. You see all those times scrolling on the board near the finish line.
And a good chunk of the field getting in under 5 minutes in this middle school 1600.
Straveler 450, 28. All those top 6 athletes setting personal bests here in the middle school boys 1600. Middle school girls will be taken to the track next. We are going to move it along time schedule. And keep our athletes moving and try to beat the rain the best we can tonight.
The link is on the live
800 meters in the middle school girls 1600. Arabelle Ellsma,
getting it on Free Drive
6th
Live.
grader from Delta Kettle,
freedriveline.com.
PR
Shortly, their Wi-Fi is also blocking me up.
501.95. She was Addison Nagel, 6th grader from Northern Hills, champion of the Northeast Division Conference in 1600. 3, Merrick Hector, 8th grader from Lincoln County Central, regional champ at both 16 and 3200. Hit 4 is Hannah Thomason, an 8th grader from Liberty Middle School, runner-up in the regional at 3200. 5th, or hit 5 is Hadley Parent, 6th grader from Peck Middle School, champion of the Blue and Red Division League at 1600. 6 is Agatha Rasto from the Wazoo Track Club, PR 538.65. 7 is Alexa Hendrick, 6th grader from Utica Trinity Lutheran, champion of the Lutheran Regional at 800. 1600. And Anna Culver, an 8th grader from Vicksburg, champion of the Blue Water Conference in this 1600 meter run.
Girls 1600 meters off and running. Headlined by Arabelle Ellersma from DK Track Club. She has a personal best of 501.95. Addison Nagel, Merrick Tactor, Hannah Thomason, Hadley Parent, and Alexa Hendrick. Now, you know who I am. I do the speed ratings. I do the research. I do all the predictions and everything. Arabelle Ellersma is one of the better freshmen or better middle schoolers in the state of Michigan. If she were to enter the high school scene right now, she would be a good chance of being an all-stater, perhaps even competing for a state title. She might be that good. But we don't put pressure on 6th graders, 7th graders. We just kind of let them be. By the time they get to high school, that's when the social media stuff starts, and we just kind of admire from a distance. But we're going to watch it live here and watch these kids run really fast.
And on the track, it's Arabelle Ellersma from the DK Track Club out front. Merrick Hector running in 2nd. Hadley Parent in 3rd. Ellersma brings the field through 1:15.90. And Merrick Hector 1:17.05.
That's Ellersma in front. She ran a 75.9 for the first lap, just over 5 flat pace. Followed by Merrick Tactor, 1:17, 5:08. On pace for a 5:08, I should say. And the rest of the field through 400 meters in around 1 minute 19, 1 minute 20.
In the lead, Addison Nagel in 2nd, and then Merrick Hector in 3rd.
Ellersma's through 800 meters, right just over the 5 flat pace mark. She's undefeated on the year in the 1600 and 3200. Just last year just last night, I should say, at Megastar, she won the mile, 3200, and finished 11th in the 400 meters. In cross country, she was a USA National Junior Olympic champion for the 11-year-old, 12-year-old division. And was also undefeated in Michigan. That's running against 7th graders, 8th graders. Running the middle school Zone 6 race, West Michigan Middle School Championships. Portage. Portage is usually going to be one of the better middle school races in the state.
Freshman girls long jump underway also. Kristen Warren in the early lead, 16 feet 9 inches. Blake Ruffin, 16.3. Megan Allers, new personal best for the freshman. She jumped 15 feet 4 inches.
And we are coming up on the bell for Allersma. Hitting 1,200 meters. We're around 346, just on pace for a sub-5. If she picks it up a little bit this last step, she'll be well under. But dominating the field
So very, very consistent again up front.
through 3 laps.
Merrick Tack is running very patiently, moved alongside the shoulder of Addison Nagel. And now Merrick Tacker Addison Nagel takes second for the first time. She's in the bright blue. Arabelle Allersma on pace to smash the meet record. 5:27.19. That is going to last for about 22 more seconds.
Allersma hits 100 meters to go. She's at 4:45. Looking to get under 5 minutes. The 6th grader from Delton Kellogg. It's going to be close. Just over the 5 flat barrier. Finishes Allersma 5:01.34. That's a personal best for the 6th grader.
Addison Nagel in second. She's in the bright blue. Merrick Tacker in the green.
That's Addison Nagel coming in second place here. 5:27. Merrick Tacker in third, 5:31.
5:27.74 for her. Allersma closed in 1:13.70. What a race for her. Had the parent max 14 seconds off her personal best, 5:34.85. Hannah Thomason, 5:35.12. And Lexa Hendrick, 5:42.74. We'll start introducing the freshman boys and then get underway, get them moving quickly. Hip one is Parker Smith from Adrian, third in the Runaway County champions. 4:32.63 is personal best. Gavin Aguiar, Grand Rapids Catholic Central, was hit 2. Second in the regional, he was 8th in the D2 state final at 800 meters. Avery Clinton Barnett from Oxford hit 3. Sam Cassiano, North Berrien Track Club, was hit 4.
Boys 1,600 about to start. Freshman division. Coral Armbruster, Eric Mager, Gus Shires Ray, Connor Ford, Ryan Zoke, Chuck Lipsett, Colton Childress, Jack Maher, Charlie Fields, Leland Barnett, Leonidas Airforth, Jack Krongeyer, he of the Dirty Boys Track Club, Mason Tulik, Avery Clinton Barnett, Gavin Aguilar, and Parker Smith rounding out the field. Seat times ranging from 4:32 to 4:59, and they are out.
Again, we have a clean start. Meet record, Lucas Monin, University of Detroit Jesuit, 4:31.29 last year. Big 7, Leonidas Erfworth from Owasso, the runner-up of the Metro League 1,600. 8 is Leland Barnett, Traverse City West, a PR 4:43.36. 9 is Aiden Willett from Lakeview, 4:45.40, his PR. Charlie Fields, freshman from North Branch, was hit number 10, 4:45.65. Connor Leslie from Northville, hit 11. 12 is Jack Maher, South Lyon East. 13, Colton Childress from the Monroe Myler Homeschoolers Athletics.
300 meters in. Boys around 48 seconds. 57. Clock glitched for a second.
14, Chuck Lipsett from Fenton. 15,
And they are through 400 meters, around 68, 4:32 pace.
15, Gus Shares Ray from
running 2-3 wide through 400 meters,
City Central.
packed up, and rolling.
And 18 Quill.
Because of the rain, cameras inside, so you're not going to get a full-on view of everything, and we're kind of held off a little bit of the field events. Tomorrow's looking like a lot less chance of rain, or a little bit less severe, at least earlier in the day, compared to which looks to be a steady rain this evening here in Davison. And boys are through 1,600 meters, or 800 meters, excuse me. 2:17, 2:18, about 4:36 pace.
So again, very, very evenly paced. 109, 110.7 for Smith. That's him and everybody else run most efficiently.
They're strung out in a single line, hitting the tangents as well as possible. Moving up on the outside, I believe that's Leonidas Airforth coming up on the outside in the white jersey, coming into third place. Airforth. There's an Airforth that runs for Owasso, so I would expect Leonidas to also
7 runners, 500 meters remaining.
be a household name for in the Owasso program in the future.
Smith has led the entire race. It's got an Aguiar in the bright colored uniform in second.
And they go through the bell. 3:27, a little bit of a negative split. Majority of that top 7 in under 3:30. Looking to wind it up and get moving on this final lap.
If the close just under 70 for the meet record, that's definitely a possibility for talent here.
Parker Smith has opened up a little bit of a gap on the back stretch. He's being chased.
Leland Barnett has moved into second. So
That would be Leland Barnett coming up on him. About 5 to 10 meters back. Clinton Barnett in third. But it's Parker Smith. Still has the lead, 100 meters to go. Leland Barnett looking to cut into that. He's coming for it. He's pumping his arms. He's trying to make this a race in the final 50. Coming in on the outside, too. That looks to be Grand Rapids Catholic Central's Gavin Aguilar with the victory, running 61.48 to run 4:31.64, beating out Parker Smith at the line. 1/10 of a second between the two. Leland Barnett in third, Mason Tulik in fourth. Jack Krongeyer, son of Michael Krongeyer, he was fifth in a 4:35.5 personal best. Avery Clinton Barnett, Oxford, 4:35.6. Leonidas Airforth, 4:36.97. Charlie Fields in 4:43. Chuck Lipsett, 4:49. Jack Maher, 4:49. Colton Childress, 4:52.23. Ryan Zook, 4:52. Cole Armbruster, 4:54. And Gus Shires Ray, 5:01. Of the top 14 runners, 13 hit a personal best.
Again, a big thanks to Matt Aiden doing all the research, finding all the credentials on these athletes. Thank you so much, Matt.
And they are out in this girls 1600 freshman division.
Oakley Osterhart from Coopersville with the meet record.
Angela Franco, Caroline Kottner from Saline, Faith Smith, Ava Cantway, and Sage Palmer. Personal best ranging from 5:36.97 from Franco, 5:48.94 at the tail end of it. This will be a packed up race.
Angela Franco followed by Ava Cantway and Caroline Kottner. Down the back straight, those are your top three. We need to add the freshman boys 400. Please check in. Freshman girls 400. Get ready. Angela Franco, the fastest PR in the field, is leading the way 400 meters in.
Franco hits the first lap in 1:16.05, followed by Ava Cantway, 1:17, Caroline Kottner, 1:18, Faith Smith, 1:19, and Sage Palmer, 1:19 as well. All well under 5:30 pace. Surely they'll slow down a little bit, but we're on a good tempo already.
Caroline Kottner is part of the Spirit of Free Track Club's winter weight into second. Good battle for the second and third medals here in the freshman girls 1600. Girls high jump moving quickly. Julia Marinette from the 16 waist.
Franco still in the lead. Group of girls packed up behind her. Single file in line. That's Kottner in second. Cantway in third. They hit 800 meters right between 2:44 and 2:48. Slow down a little bit that lap, but still on personal best pace.
She's at 14:11. She's currently third, middle school girls long jump. .246.58 for Franco's 800 meters.
.1,000 meters in, and the races stayed about the same. Franco jumped out to an early lead, grabbed about a 10-meter gap, has held on to it most of the way without a challenger yet. But let's see if these girls work with each other, try to cut into that gap into this final lap. Coming into this final lap.
Faith Smith in for challenging to move up here in the home track to Davidson.
And they have done just that from 1,100 to 1,200 meters. A group of four going through the bell, right around 4:17, 4:18. And they will be working with each other and pushing the pace on this last lap to win the freshman boys division, 61 second last lap. The girls are apparently inspired by that.
Four runners working together with 3 medals on the line.
The rain has picked up, so has the pace. Cantway took over the lead. Franco not relenting.
Cantway from Marquette, Franklin from Warren Knott.
Not far behind, that's Faith Smith. But Cantway with a blazing last lap, looking to take this freshman 1600 section division. 5:35 for Cantway. That's a personal best. 5:37 from Franco, 5:39 from Faith Smith, 5:42 from Caroline Kottner, and a 5:47 from Sage Palmer. 3 of the 5 girls in this field hitting a personal best, including Cantway's a solid 10 seconds faster than she has run this year. Cantway took a long trek down here from the Upper Peninsula. She was a Marquette County champion in the 1600 meters, running for a very strong Marquette Sentinel program, perennially winning the Upper Peninsula Division I state meet. Boys freshman 400 on the track. Got 3 runners in the field. In lane 3, Grady Palmer. 4, Joseph Cicchini. And 5, Jackson Farrell. Cicchini with a personal best of 52.99. Grady Palmer, 54.62. Both features on Cicchini was on Flint Powers Team State squad. Grady Palmer on Saugatucks, so very prominent in their on their teams. Cicchini has powered through 300 meters, opened up a gap, powering through the rain. Followed by Farrell on the outside, but a late run from Grady Palmer looking to take second. That's a personal best for Cicchini coming down the road from Flint Powers. 54.23 for Farrell, and Grady Palmer 54.47. 400 on the track. You got Ariana McCree coming out of 16 ways, perhaps related to Lutheran North standout Joshua McCree. Sky Star in lane 4, and Jillian Marintet, also from 16 ways. She's in lane 5. Personal best of 109 flat from McCree. Sky Star 103 flat, and Marintet 104.05.
Three girls on the track, freshman girls, 400. Ariana McCree from 16 ways. She's in lane 3. Freshman from
Sky Star powering through, already has made up the stagger over in lane 4. She was 5th at Regional 11, coming out of Ogama Heights, 7th in the Northern Michigan Meet of Champions. But she is being challenged by Jillian Marintet coming out of 16 ways. Ran for Anchor Bay, coached by Eddie Kampf.
Freshman from New Baltimore, Anchor Bay.
Marintet has run 64-65 for a chunk of the season. Those two are battling it out. Marintet on the outside, Sky Star on the inside. Marintet with a late run looking to chase it. She was challenged in the first 100 meters, but Sky Star's going to hold her off.
And that is too close to call. We got Ben Ingleterre here to sort that out. And he says Sky Star hit the line first, 105.06. Jillian Marintet for 16 ways, 105.12. Ariana McCree from 16 ways, new personal best for her, 107.68. And with that hurdle through, we need the hurdles on the track, please. Hurdle throughs, we're ready for the 55-meter hurdle, boys and girls for the middle school. All those athletes will be checked in at this time.
We have a torrential downpour, and thus the camera's in the booth. So our camera angles for the hurdles probably won't be the absolute best, but we are making do with what we have.
One section of the middle school boys 55 hurdle. Amos Johnson, 8th grader from Capital Home School. will be in lane 2. He's part of the Pete Lua state champion in the 55 hurdles. 3 is Blake Beckley, 8th grader from Carson City, Crystal, the MSAC conference champ. Jessica Hartley from Mallow Middle School in lane 4, PR of 8:42. Aiden Ethel from Elmont Middle School, the BWAC conference champ at the 55 hurdles. He's in lane 5. And then that's Michael Bernard, 7th grader from Lakeville Middle School, the MMAC conference champion at 55 hurdles.
Girls 55 hurdles on the track. Or boys 55 hurdles, excuse me. Amos Johnson in lane 2. Blake Beckley he's in lane 3. Jasek Hartley from 16 Ways in 4. Aiden Affelt in 5. Michael Bernard in 6. And Joey Britton from the Dirty Boys Track Club in lane 7.
Now Joey Britton is joining us as part of the Dirty Boys Track Club. He's in lane 7.
.55-meter hurdles, boys. And they are out. Out hard is Jasek Hartley powering through those hurdles. 3-stepping through the line.
Peterson, please check in for the 55 hurdles.
Hartley running an 8:34, followed by Aiden Affelt in 8:56, Amos Johnson in 9.01, Blake Beckley 9:35, and Michael Bernard 9:62, Joey Britton 10.10.
We please have all 100 hurdlers, the freshman girls hurdlers, please check in. And then all middle school 100 dash athletes, please check in. High school girls 100 hurdlers, middle school boys and girls 100-meter dash, please.
Girls 55-meter hurdles next.
55-meter
Get Arden Flurman, Amelia Sago, Savannah Wiley, Evelyn Kronk, Trinity Peterson, and Maggie Smith.
3, Amelia Seago from Elmont, the runner-up in the BWAC conference. 4, Savannah Wiley, champion of the PCCS Middle School Championship. And we'll let them get underway. Evelyn Kronk, 8th grader from Mason County Central. She's in 5, WMC conference and regional champ. 6 is Trinity Peterson from Montrose North, regional champ in this event. And lane 7, Maggie Smith, 7th grader from Go Bulls. Maggie also a regional champ in 55 hurdles.
Best personal best in the field is Wiley's 9:21, followed by Evelyn Kronk with the 9:38. Wiley's in 4, Kronk in 5. Out of the blocks hard is Wiley. She's first in the first hurdle. Trinity Peterson is right there too. Peterson looks like she might take it.
And on the outside, Trinity Peterson.
Let's go to the results.
Peterson for the win, 9:16, part of the 16 Ways Track Club. Savannah Wiley with finished second, 9:26, and then the Sutherland Cross
9:16
third,
from Peterson.
9:57.
9:26 from Wiley. Kronk with a 9:57. Maggie Smith 9.77. Arden Fleurman 9.85, and Amelia Sago 11.14.
Once again, we'd like to have all middle school 100 dash athletes please check in. Boys and girls middle schoolers running the 100, please check in. The final results for the freshman boys shot put. Fourth was Jack Frederick, 44 feet 8 inches. Third, Keegan Trevino, 45-10 and 1/2. Second was Giovanni Camacho, 46 feet 1 1/2. And our champion in the freshman boys shot put through 49 feet 3 inches. Congratulations to Chase Mennings. Freshman girls shot underway. Jordan Eakins in the early lead, 32 feet 8 inches. It's new personal best for her. And then Brooklyn Crosby second, 29 feet 1. In the middle school shot, Aubrey Rao competing unattached today, 41 feet even. For the lead, Autumn Berryhill, 36 feet 5. And then the freshman girls long jump, Kristen Warren will be your champion, 16 feet 11 and 1/2. Blake Ruffin second, 16-10. Megan Elliots, 15 feet 4. She'll be third. And the middle school long jump, Arden Fleurman will be third, 14-11. Lillian Quinlan from Elma, second, 15 feet 4 inches. And Savannah Wiley, we just saw her in the hurdles. She'll be your champion in the middle school girls long jump. New personal best for her, 15 feet 7 inches. We're just about set for the freshman girls 100 hurdles. 10 points, 33-inch hurdles. Lane 2 will be Emily Abraham, freshman from here at Davison, 18:25 is the PR. Braylon Payne from St. Charles in lane 3, the runner-up in the Mid-State Athletic Conference. Grace Slattery, freshman from Kalamazoo Hackett. She was 6th in the Division 4 state finals in this event, 16:57, her personal best. 5 is Talis Allen, freshman from Coopersville. She was 3rd in the D2 team state meet in this event. And Melissa Palmer, freshman from Saline, will be in lane 6.
Meter hurdles out on the track. You got Alyssa Palmer from Saline. She's in lane 2. Braylon Payne, lane 3. Grace Slattery from Kalamazoo Hackett. She's in 4. Tala Salon in lane 5. Zoe Ganbari from Waza Track Club in 6. And Emery Abraham from Dirty Boys. She's in lane 7. Best personal best in the field at Selin. That's 16:63.
For the event, we would like to have the top 3 athletes report to the tent on the 30-yard line. Pick up your medals there. If you're in the top 3 of any event, we'd like you to check into the tent about the 20-yard line, right in the middle of the field, closest to the timing stand. Pick up your medals there, please.
Once again, that's Slattery in lane 4, Sellon in 5. Those two look to be the class of the field. 5 runners listed. And 5 runners on the track. Out well is Gambari. Sellon powering through. Grace Slattery has come into the lead, but powering back has been Braylon Payne. Over in lane 2, Payne is going to take it. Looks like Payne's going to run a personal best of 16:52, followed by Tella Sellon 16:65, Grace Slattery 16:67. Payne really powered through in the last 3 hurdles, last 35 meters, ending your season on a high note with a 16:52.
All of our 100 runners should be checked in at this time. Middle schoolers running first, followed by the boys and girls, freshmen. All those athletes, please check in. Okay, Bocourier joining us in lane 6. So Hartley in 3, Feenstra 4, Hugler 5, and Courier in lane 6. Courier is the runner-up in the Michigan District Lutheran State Finals 100-200. And Elgin Hugler, the champion of the NMAC Conference, 70, 100, and 200 meter dashes.
And we are in the blocks. Hartley in 3, Feenstra 4, Hugler in 5. And we have someone joining him in lane 6. Looks to be Hugler out well. Hugler is dominating. Feenstra looking to come back. Feenstra powering. But Hugler's going to hold on for the win. Eldon Hugler running a 12:27 in the torrential downpour, winning the middle school 100 at this Mitka Champions of Champions. Second was Henry Feenstra. Third, Jason Hartley. And in fourth, Gabriel Kurish.
Please report back to the timing area. Freshman boys in the 400. Please report back to timing. Freshman boys 100. Grady Palmer will line up in lane 1 from Saugatuck, 12:14, a personal best. Julian July from Chippewa Valley into 11:85 is PR. Travion Young from Davison here from our host, 11:76 in 3. Aiden Lee, a freshman from Detroit Davis Aerospace. He was 7th in the Division 4 state final last weekend. 11:17 his personal best. These have been restated. It's Grady Palmer in 1, Joseph Ciccini in 2, Alexander Wiki in 3, Travion Young. Grady Boys in 4, Griffin Moore in lane 5 from Red Arrow.
In this boys' freshman 100-meter dash, you got Grady Palmer. Doubling back from the 400, Joseph Ciccini, Alexander Rakowicki, Travion Young, and Griffin Moore. Ciccini has a personal best of 11:80, 11:58 from Rakowicki, 11:87 from Griffin Moore. Palmer's in 2, Ciccini in 3, Rakowicki in 4, Travion Young in 5, and Griffin Moore in lane 6. Griffin Moore making the trek over here from the southwest side, part of the Red Arrow Track Club. Palmer in 2, Ciccini in 3, Rakowicki in 4, Travion Young in 5, and Griffin Moore in lane 6. Out well. It's Travion Young, it appears. Looking to be well into the 11s. There were 6 people in the race, but 5 listed. Travion Young winning in 11:74. Alexander Rakowicki, 11:89. In the pouring rain. 12:07 from Julian Lugarage from 16 Ways Track Club. Grady Palmer in 4th, 12:24. Griffin Moore, 12:28 from Red Arrow. And then 6th, coming back from a tough 400 earlier in the day, so Joseph Ciccini from Flint Powers Catholic.
That'll bring us to the freshman girls. Bryn Wiesich, freshman from Negaunee in 1, 13:54 a PR. 2, Tala Sellen from Coopersville. 3, Theron Snyder, 7th grader from Holy Cross Middle School. 13:28 is a PR. Kristen Warren, freshman from Jackson Lumen Christi, state qualifier in 100 in Division 3. Icy Sanford, freshman from Sterling Heights Stevenson, the runner-up in the Macomb County Championships at 200 meters. Grace Slattery, freshman from Kalamazoo Hackett, 3rd in the regional in 100.
Girls freshman 100 on the track. Got Bryn Wekick in lane 1. Telesellen in 2. Theron Snyder in 3. Kristen Warren in 4. Isis Stanford from Stevenson in lane 5. Grace Slattery from Hackett in 6. Zoe Gambari and Megan Albers. Out hard is Stanford. The hurdler from Sterling Heights Stevenson, followed by Kristen Warren. Stanford wire to wire. One of the top 100-meter hurdlers in the state this year. She runs a 12:83. Running for Coach Giles over there at Motor City Track Club. Kristen Warren, 13.2. Grace Slattery, 13.27. Taylor Salen, 13.41. Bryn Wykick, 13.59. Zoe Gambari, 13.63. Megan Allers, 13.82. And Theron Snyder, 13.94.
Up-and-coming boys 3,200 will be next. Followed by the up-and-coming girls 3,200. So first look at the non-freshman high schoolers of the weekend. Boys 3,200 should be checked in or checking in at this point. Girls to follow shortly. In the field, Jordan Elkins has maintained her lead in the freshman girls shot put, 32 feet 8 inches. Brooklyn Crosby still second, 29-1.
Boys up and coming 3,200 is next. You got 25 runners listed. You got Samuel Batt, Evan Keller, Aiden DeMarsh, Isaac Cox, Matthew Lauderbaugh, Levi Meyer, Eli Miller, Jaden Hill from the hometown, Allen Park, Grant Davis, Elijah Lipscomb, Jacob Zielkowski, Jacob Ferdubinski, Griffin Solano from down the road over at Flint Powers, Xavier Roman, Lutheran North, Joseph Duguay, Logan Mearshart, Emmett Duggar, Nick Hoffman, Austin Taff, Aiden Simrau, Carson Burgess from Brown City, D4 standout, Abram Fettig, Parker Smith, Rio Herbovsky from Romeo, and Alex Culver.
Please check in at this time.
Best season best on the year was Culver with a 9:44.6. In total, 7 boys in this field ran under 10 minutes this year.
The final results of the girls' high jump. Agatha Rasco will finish third from the Waza Track Club, 4 feet 10 inches, a new personal best for her. Julie Maritet from 16 Ways will be second, also a personal best for her, jumping 5 feet even. And our champion in the girls' high jump, jumping 5 feet 1 today. Congratulations to Taylor Cooley. Like to have all 3 of those high jumpers, please report to the tent on the 20-yard line. Pick up your medals there, please. All boys, 3,200. Please check in both the champions division and the up-and-coming.
Abram Fettig, one of the stars in this field, was third in the D4 state meet, running for Saginaw New Vel with a 9:47.8 at state. 2 other boys in this field were all-staters as well. Jacob Ferdubinski from Riverview Gabriel Richard and Henry Rorick from Hillsdale Academy. Majority of the field listed between 9:45 and 10:15, so we're looking for kids running right under that 5 flat pace. 72s is going to get you to 9:36. 73s, 9:44, or about 4:52 a mile.
Remember, all of our events will be streaming live at freetracklive.com. Let everybody know back home they can watch the races online. Go to freetracklive.com. Matt Amalago is doing the commentary there. Matt does the Michigan cross-country speed ratings not only during the fall, but taking on a lot of track work now, too. And he followed the live results at live.dlprotiming.org.
I pronounce names wrong all the time, but on the live stream, we'll say it's Armelagus, not Armelagos. That's probably the most common mispronunciation. Not that I care. Been dealing with it for 40 years. But it is Armelagus. Or as my neighbor would call me, arms and legless. Spurred on by his parents at 5 years old, so I've been used to it. Once again, you got about 25 runners in this up-and-coming field. Personal bests, season best ranging from about 9:45 to 10:15. Looks like it's been whittled down to 20 runners running. The rain has scared some folks off.
Up and coming boys, 3,200 on the track. We'll introduce them after the gun.
And they're out in this boys up and coming 3,200 meters.
For the up and coming boys, 3,200 underway. First time the sophomore, juniors, and seniors have taken to the track here in the Champion of Champions meet. Rio Rabowski wears hip number 1, freshman from Romeo, the runner-up in the Macomb County Championship. 2 is Abram Feder, freshman Saginaw New Val. He was 3rd in the D4 state finals in this event. Carson Burgess wears hip 3, 8th in the D4 state finals at 1,600. 4 is Aiden Simrau, Traverse City West, 9:54.40 his PR. Austin Taft wears hip number 5, also from Traverse City West. Nicholas Hoffman, number 6.
As is all told, 6 runners in this field with personal, or 7 runners with a personal best under 10 minutes. Furtubinski, Hrabovsky, Fettig, all ranging in the high 940s. Carson Burgess right behind with a 951. As I said before, about 73 seconds is going to be 944 pace, likely to be the best time of their lives for many of the folk in the field. In the red singlet, black half tights, that's in first. That's Rio Hrabovsky, brother of Annie, brother of Violet, a Romeo surname that's been part of the Bulldog family for years. Looks to be Elijah Lipscomb on the outside on Hrabovsky's shoulder at 600 meters. But they are packed up a good chunk of the field. I would say the whole field within 1 to 2 strides of one another at 600 meters.
All girls in the up-and-coming 3200, please check in. All girls, 3200, up-and-coming, please check in. We're going 3 wide here on the home straightaway. 800 meters down, 2 laps down.
Through 2 laps we are. Coming up on the outside of the league, that was Fettig. He has taken the pace a little bit. And coming up behind him, believe that to be Nick Hoffman. And they have injected a little bit of pace into this as we reach 1,000 meters. Slowed down a little bit from the first lap to the second lap, 72 to 75. Still under a 10 flat pace. But hopefully a little injection of pace here will keep these runners accountable and aligned. All right, that's Levi Meyer in the lead. Hrabovsky in third. 3:41. Okay. My apologies, Lipscomb. I thought I saw 12. It was actually number 2. 3:41. Carson Burgess in third. Hrabovsky, Fettig, all around 73, 74 for that lap. The pace has quickened a little bit. And now Carson Burgess coming out of Brown City has taken the lead. Burgess is going to run for Madonna next year, a very prominent NAIA program over there in Livonia. D4 standout for many years, all-state multiple times on the cross course. 8th place in the D4 1600 this year. He's leading a pack of about 6 runners. But Lipscomb is taking the lead at 4:54. 4:55.02, 73-second lap. 73 is the rest of the way is going to get him to about 9:47, 9:48. Let's see if Hrabovsky has taken over or is looking to take over the lead as we hit the 1,700 meter mark, 1,800 meter mark soon. It's like everyone is taking a turn at the lead so far. No one has broken away, but they have kept a nice even pace through 1,800 meters, a mile and 200 meters, just before 5 laps.
Rio Grabowski back in the lead.
Hrabowski in the lead.
Back down 3 to go.
Fettig battling in there.
Flat for Grabowski's last lap. 6:10:27.
That's Ferdubinski in the gray.
David Fettig running behind him. Jacob Ferdubinski, Carson Burgess, Elijah Lipscomb.
Pack of 6
For those top 6.
have separated away just a little bit. Logan Mearshart, who won the middle school 1600 in there, is looking to move up. He's in 7th at the front of the chase pack. Hrabowski in front, similar to his older sister, at the forefront of a race, running his own pace, running even splits. He hits 2 laps to go at 7:25.
JPR is coming here for a lot of these runners up front.
Fettig in 2nd. He no stranger to championship racing. Ferdubinski in 3rd. Believe that to be Nick Hoffman, who's moved into 3rd.
46.74. No surprise to see him up front in the red. The runner-up in this distance at the Macomb County Championship. Jacob Ferdubinski on the move. He's moved into 3rd. And 2 by 2 we go around the turn. David Fettig in the outside.
1 lap to go.
To the lead.
Fettig is coming to lead. 8:36. Hrabowski in 2nd. Hoffman in 3rd. Ferdubinski in 4th. And those 4 have pulled away from the rest of the field.
450 meters out. Try to put some distance between him and the field.
Fettig making a charge from 400 to 300 has opened up about a 10-meter gap on Hrabowski. Believe that to be Hoffman in 3rd. Ferdubinski in 4th at 200 to go. Is Abraham Fettig looking to get well under 10 minutes. His personal best in 9:47, which he ran at D4 State to finish 3rd. The Saginaw Nouvelle.
Hit the home straightaway first. Freshman from Saginaw Nouvelle. Bronze medalist in the D4 State Finals last weekend.
It's 2 coming through. Nick Hoffman on the outside. Fettig on the inside. Abraham Fettig holds him off. Rio Hrabowski 3rd. Mearshart with a late run. Mearshart's going to get 4th place. And a good chunk. Arms stretched in the air, celebrating their first sub-10 of their lives. Nick Hoffman running a personal best of 9:45. The senior. Rio Hrabowski 9:48. Jacob Ferdubinski 9:54. Best time of the season. Aiden Simrau 9:54. Austin Taft 9:55. Emmett Duggar 9:56. Elijah Lipscomb 9:56.
9:55.74. Emmett Duggar 9:56.16. 7 out of our top 9 setting personal best here in the up-and-coming 3,200. Girls up-and-coming will be next. You see them coming to the track.
11 girls in this girls up and coming 3200. You got Emma Ziegler, a personal best of 12:10. Eve Webb with a PR of 11:59. Alyssa Spicer, 11:59. Mia Lopez out of Ann Arbor Pioneer has run 11:57. Merrick Tactor was a name we saw earlier in the 1600 middle school. Anna Johnson out of Alma, I believe running for Lansing Community College next year. What's up? Piper Lyon, 11:53. Chloe Bowright, 11:49. Lila Weber, 11:48. Miriam Cloha out of St. John's, she's run 11:45. And Avery DeGrendel, sister of Caden DeGrendel, runs for Clarkston, a junior, under the careful guidance of Kevin Breen over there for the Clarkston Wolves. Spicer placed 9th in the Division IV state meet, followed by and the other runners who ran well. Piper Lyon from Luther Northwest, she was 10th in D3. And Miriam Cloha also ran at the state final. She was 21st in Division II.
Here the 2026 Michigan Championship Champions meet. Avery DeGrendel from Clarkston, who picked number 1. She was a state qualifier in D1 in this event. 4th in the Oakland County meet at 800 meters.
Alyssa Spicer taking a long trek down here. She runs for Mesick. She was 9th in D4, 3rd in the Cadillac News meet, 2nd in Region 33, and the West Michigan D League state champion, or division champion, I should say.
Macomb Lutheran North, 3rd in the regional and at the Macomb County Championship. Prior was Piper Lyon from Rochester Hills Lutheran Northwest, 10th in the D3 state finals last weekend. 6th, Anna Johnson from Alma, 7th in the regional. Hip 7 is Merrick Tactor, 8th grader from Mason County Central, regional champion in middle school for both this distance and 1600. 8th is Mia Lopez from Ann Arbor Pioneer, 6th in the regional, 3200. Part of the state championship cross country team.
Season bests and seed times ranging from about 11:40 to 11:59, 12 flat. It's about 87.5 seconds a lap to 90. And these girls are on or ahead of that pace thus far.
From Marquette, hip 11. She was 3rd in the UP Upper Peninsula final at both 1600 and 32. Avery DeGrendel in the lead, 121.79, followed by Lila Weber, Miriam Cloha, Emma Ziegler, and Lila Weber. Champion boys, 3200. Please check in. Champion boys, 3200. And again, we like the top 6 finishers of that boys up and coming 3200. Please report for your medals in the tent right at the 20-yard line.
That's Avery DeGrendel from Clarkston in the lead. Has opened up about a 40-meter lead on the field through coming into 2 laps.
At 247 through 800 meters.
Majority of the field in under 3 flat. In that it equates to about a sub 12, which would be an excellent race for many girls in this field.
Minnesota still running in second. Chloe Boatwright third. Emma Ziegler fourth. Merrick Tactor fifth. 126.3 for DeGrando's last lap.
DeGrendel is no stranger to this track. She ran her personal best in the 1600 this year, running a blazing 5:07. The same event she qualified for the state finals, went 24th in Division 1. Through 3 laps, DeGrendel has the lead. Miriam Kloha in second.
Avery DeGrendel 3 down, 5 to go. Avery does have the top time in the field, 11:39.99. 24th in the state final last weekend in Division 1. She's 4th in the Oakland County Championship. Running very smoothly down the
4:13 thus far for DeGrendel. It's about 85 seconds a lap. Well under PR pace. Followed by Miriam Kloha in second, the St. John's Red Wing. Chloe Boatwright in third, 4:22 through 1,200 meters. And she is closely followed by Emma Ziegler, Merrick Tactor, Piper Lyon. Then a little gap, Anna Johnson, Alyssa Spicer, Lila Weber down the road from Lapeer, Eve Webb, and Mia Lopez. Once again, everyone in the field on that sub-12 trajectory.
Avery DeGrendel still leading the way here, coming up on halfway.
Through 1,600 meters, DeGrendel's in the lead.
Under her PR pace.
5:38.
126.2 for her last lap.
Yeah, Miriam Klohan second. Chloe Boatwright, who ran for Lutheran North this past year, really excelled in the 1,600, finishing 9th in Macomb County. Has been in the 5:30s each of the last 2 years. Has run a few 3,200s, including a third-place finish at the Macomb County Championships. But I think her 11:49 over the Ward Mott track leads one to believe she has a little bit more in the tank. Only 4 of them run this year. Dropped an 18-second personal best to close out her season in the 8-lapper. She's in third, trailing Kloha, and they're both trailing Avery DeGrendel, the Clarkson Wolf Jr. At 1,600, DeGrendel had a 12-second lead. She comes through 2,000 meters at 7:06, 7:07. Still on that sub-12 pace. Klohan second, Boatwright in third. And I believe that to be Emma Ziegler in fourth.
A good race for second. It's Miriam Klohan leading Chloe Boatwright.
Ziegler, another runner coming down all the way, the 7-hour drive from Marquette. Ziegler has also been very efficient at the mile. 5:30 is a 5:29 running at distance night. Third in Division 1 Upper Peninsula version. Another one with maybe some untapped potential at the 32. She's I should say. She won the Great Northern Conference in a 12:10. Third in Up North D1 in 12:25. They're on sub-12 pace comfortably. And it looks like a PR is in the cards if she can keep up this pace.
3,200-meter runners check in as well. You'll notice there's a camera at the end of the back straightaway. We're also taking official final times at 3,000 meters during these 3,200-meter races.
from 16 to or 2,000 to 2,400. DeGrendel opened up a 2-second gap more on the field. She was 7:07 to 7:20 run. She runs 8:37 through 2,400 meters. Kloha in second, Boatwright in third. Piper Lyon from Lutheran Northwest in fifth. Those pack of four working with each other. Piper Lyon has moved up in there, pressing Miriam Kloha, but still Avery DeGrendel in the lead. Personal best for DeGrendel is 11:39. She was 1:30 on that last lap. She keeps up the same pace. She'll be under that personal best, running maybe around 11:35, 11:37. She has run the whole race alone, trudging through, grinding through the rain. She's at 10:09 at the bell, followed by, I believe that to be Piper Lyon from Lutheran Northwest. Miriam Kloha in third. Chloe Boatwright in there.
132 flat for her last lap. Piper Lyon has patiently worked her way into second.
Piper Lyon is graduated from that second pack, making a run for first. 300 meters to go for Lyon. DeGrendel still with the lead. DeGrendel hits 3,000 meters at around 10:54. She's going to need a 45 to run a personal best. Piper Lyon's PR coming into this was 11:53. She's well under that pace, powering on this last lap. Running a looks to be a good negative split, evenly split sort of race. But taking this up-and-coming section, it appears to be will be Avery DeGrendel, the Clarkston Wolf, coming into her senior year, taking the trek up to Davison, winning and running the best time of her life, 11:35. Second, Piper Lyon.
11:36.45. Piper Lyon for second, 11:41.03.
Third place, Emma Ziegler, taking the long trek down from Marquette. She'll be satisfied with that. 11:44. Miriam Kloha, 11:45. Alyssa Spicer with a sick 11:46. Chloe Boatwright, 11:48. Eve Webb, 11:50. Merrick Tactor, Dublin back, 11:56. Mia Lopez from Ann Arbor Pioneer, Purple Track Club, 12:11. Anna Johnson from Alma, 12:20. And rounding out the field, the Piers, Lila Weber, at 12:24.
That brings us to the champions division of the boys 3,200. And what a field it is. Kamari Ramfeld from Ann Arbor Pioneer was hit number 1. State champion in cross country in the fall, state champion 4x8.
Loaded field of 20 boys in this champion section of the boys 3,200. You got Matt Buchanan, Luke Heron coming down from Caro, Jaron Frisbee, coached by the venerable John Carlson over there at Belding, Aiden Weller from Cedar Springs, Connor O'Reilly, Josiah Dirksen, Nikhil Ball from South Lyon East, Cole McCraw from Pinckney, Christian Cranon from the state title winning SMCC, Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central Kestrels, Ian Morgan coming over from Okemos, Tommy McCormick, the hometown boy from Grand Blanc, from the Dirty Boys track from Zeke Baltier from Elma, Noel Lorenzen from Lutheran Northwest. On a roll in this late season, Gavin O'Meara from Forest Hills Central. The remarkably consistent Justin Johnson from East Kentwood. Mitchell Shelley Dunlap from Grand Rapids Catholic Central. Landon Rogers from Red Arrow had one of the better years of any state champ. Jackson Lamb and Kamari Ronfelt rounding out the field. Seed times ranging wide, 9:04, 9:03, all the way to about 9:40.
Champions meet is safely underway. Hip 5 is Mitchell Dunlap, junior from Grand Rapids Catholic Central. He was the runner-up in the D2 state meet at this event.
In this field, you have four people who are in the top three at their respective state meet in the 32. You got Noel Lorenzen, who was third in Division III. Second in D3 was Christian Cranon. Second in D2 was Mitch Dunlap, and second in D4 was Merrick Bukevich. Ranked in the state this year, 3 top 10 times: Kamari Ronfelt, Jackson Lamb, and Merrick Bukevich. And within the top 100 in the state, we have 17 runners in this field. Jackson Lamb up front, Kamari Ronfelt on his hip, Zeke Baltiera, Justin Johnson. They're at 66 seconds through 400 meters. 66 is going to equate to about an 8:48, which would be a blazing time. And maybe, just maybe, within reach for some of the folks here. Kamari Ronfelt, fresh off a Ann Arbor Pioneer 4x8 win at the state finals.
Josiah Dirksen from Rockford, 4th in the D1 team finals at both 1600 and 3200. Connor O'Reilly from here, Davison, was 11th in the regional. Aiden Weller, senior from Cedar Springs, 11th in the D2 team state finals in both this event and the 1600. Jaron Frisbee from Belding, 15th in the D3 final. 19 is Luke Heron from Carroll, 9th in the D3 state finals at 1600. And Matthew Buchanan, a senior from Oxford. He was 10th in Oakland County in this event.
2 laps in. Kamari Ronfelt in the lead. Jackson Lamb in second. They were at 66 at a lap, 67 on that second lap, 2:13-ish. Still on sub-9 pace. Ronfelt evenly split through 2 laps.
Meet record, Connell Alford from Chelsea back in 2023, 9:13:48. So that's certainly in some danger here.
That's Bukevich in third, Zeke Baltiera in fourth, Justin Johnson in fifth. The top 3 are on sub-9 pace. Actually, my eyes deceive me. The top 2 are on sub-9 pace.
8:55:11 here. Now starting for Michigan State is Westfall.
Still Ronfelt in the lead. Lamb in second. Bukevich in third. Bukevich right on the rail. Baltiera in fourth. Shelley Dunlap in fifth. Justin Johnson. 3:23 at 1,200 meters. Many at 68 on that lap. Gavin O'Meara's in there. Landon Rogers as well. These folks better be watching for Landon Rogers in the final stretch. The pace is quickened a little bit more strung out as we head into the penultimate lap of, or this last lap of the first mile, I should say. Ronfelt, Lamb, Bukevich, 1, 2, 3. Those 3 have opened up a little bit of a gap. Zeke Baltiera in fourth, Shelley Dunlap in fifth. And we are coming up on a mile right now. Ronfelt, the defending D1 cross state champion, in first. He is going to hit 1 mile right around 4:30, 4:31. Let's see what the lap split says. Jackson Lamb in second. Merrick in third. Baltiera has closed the gap. He is now in fourth. 4:31 for these boys at a mile. Judging on the elite sections over the past 4 or 5 years, expect them to run evenly paced through about 7 laps, then kick hard off this pace. Anyhow, a field of 4 has separated themselves. Zeke Baltiera has moved up, chasing Butkevich, chasing Lamb, chasing Ronfelt. Shelley Dunlap in 5th, Justin Johnson in 6th. That's Noel Lorenzen, the lanky Lutheran Northwest Crusader. He's in 7th, the D3 standout, one that can compete for a D3 crown in the fall. Field of 4 have separated themselves. Ronfelt leading the majority of the last 3 or 4 laps. Butkevich looking to join him and grind it out, hopefully to a sub-9.
Now Baltiera moves into 3rd. The race is on.
And as we go through about 2,200 meters here, 3 have separated themselves. Ronfelt, Butkevich, and Baltiera. Zeke Baltiera was hanging back a little bit there in that first mile, but he's found a newfound swagger, has moved up with these boys, challenging Butkevich for second. And moving up and looking to take it to Kamari Ronfelt, who's taken the lead. We have 3 boys separating themselves. Class of 27 at the forefront. Kamari Ronfelt in first. Zeke Baltiera in second. Merrick Butkevich, the Hackett boy, in third. 6:50 with 2 laps to go.
Ronfelt, Baltiera, and Butkevich, your top 3. Those 3 breaking away from the field.
Butkevich going to move on this penultimate lap. He might not have the leg speed of the other 2. He's going to try to take it right now and gun it from here on out. 600 to go. It's Merrick Butkevich, the ultra runner, the future Spartan. Has opened up a bit of a gap on Ronfelt and Baltiera. About 7 or 8 meters. As we come barreling down the home stretch, looking to a lap to go. Butkevich comes in with the personal best, I believe is 9:05. He's at 7:57, needing a 63, 64 to get under 9 minutes. Ronfelt is going to try to take chase. Baltiera is going to try to go with him, but we have 3 challenging for the lead and challenging for this win at the Champions of Champions Track Festival.
7 out of the top 9 in the girls set PRs. Let's see what the boys can do here in the championship final.
Butkevich took the lead a lap ago at this point. Ronfelt has taken a minute to come back, but Kamari Ronfelt has taken the lead with 200 meters to go. Powering through, stride extending. The junior, the D1 cross state champ who won in a blistering kick, who held off Skyline in the final 100 meters to win the 4x8 title with his Purple Track Club Pioneer boys. Kamari Ronfelt, arms extending, stride extending. Looking to get under 9, and Ronfelt will. Merrick Butkevich second. Ezekiel Baltiera third.
8:59.08. New PR for Kamari Ronfelt. First time under 9 flat ever. Merrick Butkevich 9:02.
Personal best from everyone in the field thus far. Baltiera 906. Noel Lorenzen with a huge 910. Justin Johnson lowers from 915 down to 911. Christian Cranon 913. 902.55 for Butkevich. Lifetime best. Luke Heron from Caro 923. Mitch Dunlap from Catholic Central 918. Gavin O'Mara 926. Tommy McCormick, the Grand Blanc freshman 926. Ian Morgan coming down from Okemos a 932. Landon Rodgers from the Red Arrow Track Club, Three Oaks River Valley, Red Arrow 932. Nikhil Ball 933. Cole McGraw 935. Josiah Dirksen 935. Aiden Weller 938. Jackson Lamb 939. Connor O'Reilly 953. And Matt Buchanan 957. And Belding's Jaron Frisbee 1002. $15 girls in this championship section of the boys, or the girls 3200. You got Violet Tetil from Caro, Elise Barber, Daisy Cox from Rockford, Libby Smith coming over from Gobles, Reese Rossbolt from Romeo, Leah Corby from Stony Creek, Olivia Ottinger from down the road at Goodrich, Taryn Moore, outstanding Oxford freshman, Arabelle Allersma from Dalton Kellogg, outstanding 6th grader, Talia Schreiber from Pickford, Elise Barden from Frankenmuth, Ella Fure, the UP D1 Cross State champion, Ava Schaefer, St. John's multiple-time D2 champion, Amelia Garces from Midland Dow, and Jalen Ray of the Jackalope Track Club. Jalen Ray with a tough double to win the 3200 last week at D2 State. Powered and gave Elijah Schwass everything that she could handle in the 1600. Then hung in the pack for a bit before unloading on the field in the final 2,000 meters to win D2 in the 3200 last week.
Tyler Schreiber from Pickford, the Upper Peninsula State champ, 800, 1600, 3200 in D2.
Other placers at state, Ava Schaefer was 4th in D2. Elise Barden also in that D2 field. She was 5th. Libby Smith from Gobles won the D4 3200. All told, in the top 36 in the state, we have 10 girls in this field. Jalen Ray, Garces, Schaefer, Fure, Barden, Schreiber, Cox, Moore, Ottinger, Corby, all in the top 36 in the state. Not to mention Libby Smith, who is a state champion. Reese Rossbolt, the wise racer from Romeo, helping them place highly at NXN this past year. Garces and Ray, first 2 through 600 meters.
Elise Barber, freshman from the Grand Rapids Peregrines, 4th in the homeschooling state champion, 16 and 32. And Violet Teetle from Caro. She was the runner-up in 800 meters in D3 and 6th in the state final at 1600.
Through 400 meters, the entire field was under 10:40 pace at 1:18 for the slowest runner in the field. Top 2, it's Garces and Ray. Followed by what I believe to be Talia Schreiber.
13.7 for the first lap for Garces. Jalen Ray running right behind her. 2:31.66. Garces last lap 1:16.9. And those two breaking away here early. Talia Schreiber running in 3rd. Ava Schaefer 4th. Elise Barden in 5th. Daisy Cox and Leah Corby. Thank you all for coming out, supporting these athletes on a tough night to watch and to coach. Not a bad night to run distance. A lot of PRs here tonight.
1,000 meters, Garces in front, Ray right behind, Talia Schreiber in third.
Great competition. The two of the top from the Upper Peninsula down here challenging everybody below the bridge.
Three laps in, that's Garces in front, Jalen Ray trailing right behind, Talia Schreiber in third, Ava Schaefer in fourth, Leah Corby in fifth, Elise Barden in sixth. 7 girls, 8 girls under 4 for the first 1,200 meters. That's sub 10:40 pace.
First time atop the podium in Division 2.
Coming up on 200 meters to go until the mile mark. 2 girls battling it out front there. Top 10 in D1 cross was Amelia Garces. Top 10 in D2 cross, Jalen Ray.
Out front leading the way here. Jalen Ray up on the shoulder to challenge, and she will take the lead. Coming up on the halfway point.
Jalen Ray ran an excellent, smart, wise, and punishing pace on the D2 field. No shocker, she's hung back and has taken the lead at a mile. She hits the mile at about 5:07, 5:08. I thought before this she probably had, on the great day, under 10:20 in her. A solid day, 10:22, 10:23. And it looks like she's pushing towards that great day. 5:09 at the mile, 5:10 by Garces. Schreiber in 5:17, Schaefer 5:19, Leah Corby 5:20, Daisy Cox 5:22, Elise Barden, Taryn Moore 5:22 as well. All told, 11 girls on a sub-11 pace, with Reese Rospel right there at 5:30.52. .2,000 meters in. Jalen Ray took the lead at 1,600, and she's only extended that lead. Third is Talia Schreiber. Fourth, Ava Schaefer. Leah Corby from Stony Creek. Bowling Green bound. She's in fifth.
.119.8 for Jalen Ray's last lap. 6:29.6. And she's beginning to open it up on the back straightaway. Talia Schreiber still running third. It's Ava Schaefer fourth. Leah Corby fifth. Daisy Cox sixth. Taryn Moore and Elise Barden, your top 8. Lydia Ottinger currently 9th. Ella Furry in 10th. She's in the black over pink, about 300 meters from the start line.
As we go through and see the splits at this 2,400 meter mark, on anything under 8:15 is going to be sub-11 pace. Jalen Ray in front.
Very gradually just turning up the pace.
Amelia Garces in second. Ray hits 2,400 meters at 7:50. Running about 80 seconds for that past lap.
7:41.45, 1:21.8 for Ray's last lap.
Talia Schreiber in third. Ava Schaefer is in fifth. And believe that's Daisy Cox up there in fourth. Leah Corby in there.
Third, running a great race. She's
Taryn Moore
Peninsula State
has been moving up
800, 1600,
over this past
She's
lap.
red green. She is
The
third.
Oxford girl had to miss a good chunk of cross country, but came back with a vengeance in track. I believe she ran 10:55 at the state finals. The gap is only extended for Pinckney's Jalen Ray. Powering through, setting her own pace.
Jalen Ray, Amelia Garces down the home straight.
And Ray hits the bell at 9:11.
12 for Ray with 1 to go.
Ray's personal best is a 10:32. She's been hitting around 80s for the last few laps. She'll have to hang on, summon a little energy, and she'll be well under 10:30.
7 with 1 to go.
Talia Schreiber in third. Daisy Cox 4. Schaefer 5. Taryn Moore in 6th. Leah Corby in 7. And Elise Barden in 8.
10:34.71. Her personal best, so she is well under PR pace too.
Jalen Ray kicking hard.
And Ray now in the
Amelia Garces has cut into the gap just a little bit.
a good one going out front.
As we hit 200 meters to go.
We saw Kamari Renfeld go under 9 minutes. Can Jalen Ray go under 10:30 for the first time?
100 meters to go for Ray. She's at 10:11, and she's going to need to power through. But 10:30 could be in the cards.
Jalen Ray, Amelia Garces.
Garces trailing in second. Ray powering to the finish line. And Jalen Ray is going to break under 10:30, running a personal best, 10:28. Amelia Garces in second. Talia Schreiber in third.
Garces runs 10:31.26. Talia Schreiber will finish
Daisy Cox perhaps in fourth. Ava Schaefer fifth. Elise Barden, I believe that is, with a monster last lap.
She'll run 10:41.80. Daisy Cox 10:43.27. And Ava Schaefer 10:53.20.
10:53 for Barden.
Barden also under 11.
10:57 for Taryn Moore. 10:58 for Leah Corby.
10:57.97. Again, we'd like to have those top 6 finishers report over.
Olivia Ottinger 11 flat, .18. Ella Fure 11:02. Libby Smith 11:08. Arabelle Ellersma 11:11. Reese Rospel 11:12.
Again, we thank you all for coming out. First day of 2 Michigan Champion of Champions meet. If you brought it with
And
you,
Elise
take it
Barber,
home with you. So
11:32.
Any trash that might have accumulated while you were here, let's leave Davison Stadium just as clean as we found it this morning. We invite you back tomorrow morning. Gates open at 9:30. Running events at 11 o'clock, starting with the boys' high hurdles.
And we are finished with the girls' champions division 3200.